Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Hopefully, y'all can hear me and see me. It's always a little bit of a crapshoot when we go live, but if you do hear this and see this, if you can let me know in the comments, I certainly would appreciate it. We have an incredible guest here today. As you know, by the clickbait title that I gave this, we're going to meet Austin, who started working with Legendary Marketer and managed to crack almost $1,500, $1,499. In affiliate commissions in his first 8 days. So that's really cool. Obviously, that's exciting. Hopefully, we can get a little insight into how he was able to see success so quickly. But on top of that, Austin has also been in the digital space for about 5 years now. He's sold on Amazon. He's been doing affiliate marketing as part of his other businesses. He knows the e-commerce game, and he's just a really smart marketer. I've had a chance to get to know him a little bit over the past couple of days. So I think you're going to get a ton of value out of this. Down in the comments somewhere, I also linked to his Facebook group. And if you want to kind of see what he's doing on TikTok, you can find him at Austin J Becker on TikTok as well. But super excited here. What's up, Toki? Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for giving me a hashtag live. Let me know that we are going. But yeah, without further ado here, let's bring Austin in and see what he can tell us, and hopefully we'll get some tremendous insight here today. What's up, Brandon? Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that. So let's go and bring him on in. Austin, thank you so much for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Brian. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you today?
Good. Can't complain.
Good. So I think, I mentioned that when you reached out to me and we started talking, you had done $1,499 in your first 8 days of Legendary Market. I think you've even earned a little bit more since then. Is that true?
Oh yeah. That's correct.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll talk about all that in just a moment here, of course. What's up, Crean? Welcome to the live stream. If anybody has any questions for him, just go ahead and drop them in, and we'll shoot them over Austin's way. But first and foremost, if you could, Austin, just give us a little bit of insight into your background, how you got into this whole digital marketing game, what you've done, what you do, and what you're looking forward to doing with Legendary Marketer.
Awesome. Yeah. So me, Austin Becker, I live in a small town, Biloxi, Mississippi, down here on the Gulf Coast. We're actually about to move on from LA. But as far as getting in the game, so I used to work in the oil field, kind of random because it's not my scene. And I knew I hated it from day one because I interned at the time I started. It was 2014. I had interned out there, and then I never applied again. And they just so happened to call me for a job, and I had a daughter on the way, and I was like, I made $100,000 a year, but I didn't want to do it. I was like, I totally want to quit this. And I was looking how to make money online, and there was everything: affiliate marketing, e-commerce. And as far as me getting started, I jumped in with e-commerce, which was not, to me, over the course of the years, like I've told you, Brian, I've been sued, I've been DMC'd, I've had cease and desist letters, and e-commerce is a great way to get into or it's a great business model. But if you're a beginner, I have found affiliate marketing being the forefront of any business. Like, you literally have to do marketing. So I've learned to leverage affiliate marketing to grow and hone my skills and everything else. And as far as the coming into Legendary is, as you see, I did, like everyone's the title, $1,499 in my first 8 days. It is a high ticket affiliate program and a low ticket. It's got a value ladder. So the potential with it is just, it made sense, but it's new to me. I've never done high ticket. I've always done low ticket. I've made decent money, but I've never done a high ticket program. So it's my first time. I was fresh, just like most people in here that are skeptical, or they're fresh, or they're new, or they're thinking about getting into it. It's completely possible. Everybody has the same opportunity. So I started it 8 days ago, but as far as my 5 years of experience, I've mainly been in e-commerce. I do affiliate marketing on the back end of my coaching programs just because it makes sense. Because it's software I use, there's no reason I shouldn't get paid a commission for giving value. So that's it in a nutshell. If you have any specific questions,
no, that's awesome. And it's really interesting because, you have the e-com background. You mentioned that it is a great business model. Obviously, the whole world's going online, selling online. There is obviously tremendous opportunity. I don't think anybody can dispute that fact. But like you said, there's a lot of layers that go in there. I mean, you've had your share of issues with legal. You've had, I'm sure, issues with sourcing, with shipping, all those things that go into e-commerce.
Oh, especially right now.
Yeah. Right. With all the restrictions, right? So we were talking just a few minutes before we went live here today, and And you said something that really resonates with me, and I hope resonates with the audience as well, is affiliate marketing. When you become an affiliate for a product, obviously it's great if you buy in and you're familiar with the product. That's going to give you an advantage, but you're also working with a validated product, and you said, you get to hone your skills. And that's why it's such a great model for beginners in my mind, because if you don't know marketing, you don't have a business no matter what you're doing. So as an affiliate marketer, you may as well focus on learning the first thing you need to know, right? Is that kind of your idea there?
Absolutely. Yeah. But marketing runs every single business there is. Doesn't matter. Hands down. Without marketing, there is no business. Look at all the stores that are closing right now. And it's not just marketing. It's the fact of scaling. If they didn't scale fast enough, then you will fail. And that's in anything. But the marketing aspect, like, why would you take on, hey, I'm going to, first off, 99% of the people at some point in time is a complete beginner. So why are you like, let's compare e-commerce and affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing, your skill is you have to learn one skill, and that is to drive an audience or market a product. At the end of the day, the audience that gets driven to it, they'll be advertised to and whatever, because they'll be what we call cookied to your affiliate link. You don't have to learn how to do logistics. You don't have to learn how to differentiate products and come up with manufacturing. You don't have to learn with sourcing. You don't have to, there's so much that goes into the back end of any business. Why would you not start with the most important aspect of it, which is marketing, and then using a proven concept? So like Legendary Marketer, for what we're doing, has been out for a decade now. It is proven, the system's been there. So why don't we just take that and then practice marketing? And then obviously scale. When you want to get to scale, start moving to other products. Learn how you could incorporate ClickFunnels, incorporate autoresponders, you start scaling even on the affiliate level, but you start with one. It's a proven product. All you have to do is learn how to drive traffic. And so I see a lot of people coming here, well, man, you got a following. I don't have a following. I literally started TikTok completely 3 weeks ago. I gained 10,000 followers in the first week because that was the target I set myself, because I didn't even know how I couldn't do a URL and stuff. So why would we not just do the marketing first for any product and then see if it's a good product? So I'm going to say, let's market Legendary Marketer before I start hypothetically launching my own coaching program on how to do affiliate. I'd rather do it first, get your feet wet, and then build your business when you want to scale. If that's what you want to do. Some people just want to be hands off and be a marketer, and that's great because
right. And see, so I think that's an important distinction to make, and really an important concept to really grasp here. So if I can just dive into that really quickly, you mentioned that we're going to start here. We're going to focus on marketing. We're going to do one front end product. When we're talking about Legendary Marketer specifically, but you're already thinking about the next steps of adding revenue streams. You're going to market ClickFunnels on the back end. Maybe someday down the road, you can become a coach, and guess what? You're already going to have a built-in audience. You're going to be your own proof that you proved the concept when you made money with Legendary Marketer. So to launch a coaching program to an existing audience that has already been following you and seeing your success, that's a no-brainer. And that kind of goes into what you were talking about earlier, where you said you were in e-commerce and then you would promote products on the back end, right? So like if you're teaching e-commerce, you're teaching Amazon FBA or something, you might promote like a Jungle Scout or some sort of Amazon tool on the back end that's going to make you money. That's not your front end business, but you're an affiliate for them and making money on the back end. Here we are again. You're in Legendary Marketer. You're promoting Legendary Marketer on the front end, but you're also looking towards how do we weave ClickFunnels into that process as well. So that's how I won the ClickFunnels dream car, by weaving that in to the back end of other offers. And what that means is that I've referred X amount of affiliates, and ClickFunnels is going to give me money to buy a car. So that's really cool. Is that kind of like the same story? Like what's your main goal here? I mean, obviously we want to make as much money as possible with Legendary Marketer. By hear you saying scaling. So maybe if we can talk about that for a minute, that would be awesome.
Absolutely. So a lot of people come in here and they'll think, the problem with when I talk about scaling is most people come in here with the mindset of one program, which is totally fine. But then what happens when it either dies down or it doesn't, like, so if this is your business and this is you paying your bills, you need to make sure you don't want one stream of income. We've learned that if we were working a 9 to 5 in the past 6 months and you lost your job, you weren't paying your bills. So I understand if we're promoting Legendary Marketer, and I've seen people in the comments be like, I can get past $15 a day. Well, $15 a day could be totally fine. So if you get a high ticket, I made $2.80 yesterday, but I made $1,300 the day before. And I found that in the high ticket marketing game, that's totally fine. But if you're building your audience pool, doing this, and you're providing value the whole time, play the long-term game. But if you think about it, when you come to scale, like, okay, I'm promoting Legendary Marketer. Yes, it is a great program. David Sharp is a phenomenal guy, and he's been in the game a long time, and he's really intelligent. His products are phenomenal. I back behind him. You could literally take the skills you learn from marketing and go, if you want to start marketing for a business locally, do that as a side, like scale that way. You could scale horizontally, not always vertical. And what I mean, bring ClickFunnels into it. Well, maybe I'm only making $280 a day or $15 a day with Legendary. Well, what if maybe I'm just not doing good at promoting Legendary, but I did build the audience and they need ClickFunnels for their business. So I may as well give them an opportunity and teach them how to use ClickFunnels. I'll teach them for free. Just use my affiliate link, because it's why wouldn't you? It's I get paid. I'm going to teach you for free. So that's our exchange. You're not paying.
They're going to pay the same regardless of where they
go. You're not paying more. So I'm going to exchange value for value. And that value just so happens to be commissioned to feed my children. So that being said, well, now I'm making 15 with Legendary, but I have 10 people going through ClickFunnels that have an account. That's 370 a month. That's just passive, reoccurring over and over. Well, then I'm going to promote them, like you said, maybe a software that there's certain softwares you have to have. You can't really do business without them. And it would be a ClickFunnels, only because a funnel software. It doesn't have to be ClickFunnels. I don't care what you use. You have to have a web hosting, ClickFunnels, a funnel software, whatever it may be, to obtain your leads. You need to have an autoresponder, because there's no way you can email from a Google account, because you'll get shut down. It just won't work. It'll bounce. They'll go spam. It's just it's actually not allowed. So you can't mass send emails. So an autoresponder, and then your product that you're promoting. So that's how I look at it. I'm like, to scale, it doesn't have to be in one product. It could be in multiple products in the one business model, which would be affiliate marketing, right? We'll just be an affiliate for multiple products that hone in on our niche. And our niche just so happens to be growing an affiliate marketing business with Legend, or a marketing business in general. And then I would teach them. And if they're not good with Legendary, but I got them in ClickFunnels, I could, since I understand how to use ClickFunnels, I'd be like, look, build funnels for your local businesses. You could sell them the funnel and get a commission on the inside for $37 a month for the rest of your life. So right. It's a no-brainer to continue. But so many people are so tunnel visioned on one thing that may just not be work. And I do tell people, yes, focus on one thing. Like, don't do affiliate marketing, e-commerce, Shopify dropship. Don't do that. That's shiny objects, and don't ever do that. That you will fail, because you'll never get out of that race, the circle that we are, our emotional circle that we live in. So I say, pick affiliate marketing, pick this, and then just drive down. But you do have to branch off. Say, like, in 3 or 6 months, it's not working, but you build an audience, you see what people, you actually build a rapport with people. That's the most important thing. Talk to people, see what they need, get feedback, and then tailor to the people that are in your audience.
Absolutely. So maybe that's a good segue right now, because when we were talking about, you got on TikTok, you got a bunch of followers pretty quickly, and that's the traffic source that you used to see your first high ticket commission, correct? So it's low hanging fruit right now. I don't think we've seen organic reach like this since maybe Instagram in 2014.
The only other thing is LinkedIn.
Yeah, and LinkedIn. Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, this is obviously a huge, massive opportunity. But as I'm going through your TikTok, I saw a couple of different things that really stood out to me. I like the combination of posts that you're doing. So obviously you're creating content that is designed to attract attention. Obviously, you're creating content that's designed to sell people into the 15-day challenge. But most specifically with your chart, how you're going to hit your $10,000 goal, that was really cool. And that's obviously value. So is there like strategic planning that goes into your TikToks, or do you like, here's what I'm going to do? If you could kind of share some of what's going on with that.
Not at all. Like, so yesterday I barely posted. I think I went and bought another new vehicle. Posted a TikTok today with it in the background. But
yeah, I saw. Is that a white
Range Rover?
Yeah,
it's a full size Range Rover. We've been bouncing around. I literally just bought a 2020 GMC 1500. We're getting off topic, but it was smaller than it's a truck. You got to have a truck, but it was smaller than my last. But I just picked that up. I got 2 kids. I'm 29. I've got a 3 and a 4-year-old. They're about to be 4 and 5. So I got 2 kids. We're looking to add another one. The Rovers we just picked up. Why not? It was
you need to get around, right?
We picked that up yesterday. But so I didn't post yesterday. But no, it's literally just whatever I think about, because I've never really been a content creator. So I've sold courses for 5 years. It was way easier in 2015. I've had so many Facebook ad accounts shut down since the policy changed in 2017 or 20 whatever. It used to be like, hey, buy my course. People bought my course, but and it's not. That's getting way off topic, but so now when I do, so I never really did content is what I was trying to get at. Like I've considered YouTube. I got a small following, and I was like, well, you know what? This was a prime opportunity for affiliate marketing with TikTok, because it's a great way to promote a product and anything. Even if you were to affiliate marketing, you could sell somebody else's product, which it could be clothes, it could be anything. And it was just trending on TikTok. So I was like, you know what? Saw AJ Rance, talked to AJ Rance about Legendary. I knew my boy Ryan always promoted it, but he's never hit like the highs that you and these Zeb Summers and AJ and some of you guys just recently coming in hitting it out of the park. Ryan Hildreth, he's always just like, hey, I'm going to teach everybody how to get paid by PayPal on YouTube and click the first link in my bio. And it just so happened to be Legendary Marketer. So,
yeah, and that was kind of the initial model, because I know Big Mark saw a lot of success with that and stuff like that. And even to this day, he's still seeing some success. But what you're seeing here is you're seeing, like you said, some of the people who are coming in and being maybe a little bit more transparent and a little bit more helpful with regards to Legendary. They're the ones who are starting to creep up the leaderboard now.
That's right. And that's how I've always approached all my businesses. So I've never really put out content, but as far as like, I would run ads and I would make money, but my ads would be messenger ads. I would build a rapport with all of my people, because I don't try to sell anybody. I have a lot of people go in there and click my Amazon account and then want to buy my Amazon course. And I'm like, I'll literally be like, hey, no, look, honestly, if you don't have $3,000 to buy a product today, or an extra $3,000 in case that $3,000 fails, go buy the $7 15-day challenge. And right. I know for a fact I can sell them a $1,000 course today, because they're ready to pay me. And I'm like, dude, I'd rather you invest $7 in the challenge. And then ultimately, if I get a high ticket commission, I feel like they'll get more value, because marketing is the #1 important thing to any business. I'm like, if you're a complete beginner and you want to give me $1,000 for a course, and then you want to hope for Amazon to work, which it can, but it's a winning product. And then you have to do marketing still. You don't know marketing. Right. I don't know what marketing is. I'm like, I don't want your money. Like, so, back to as far as how I go about the content, I really just post. Some days I'm like, I'll post about Shopify. Some days I'll just post in the online marketing space, whether it be selling e-commerce, marketing, and I give value. I try to give a call to action, whether it be follow, like, and comment, just so I get more reach. And then ultimately they could go to my bio if they feel like it. I won't even tell them sometimes, or I'll just point like you do with the thing, or I'll just do whatever. I don't even know what to do. It's
just basically showing up consistently. I mean, is that
yeah. And it's just I found it's an easier way to get in front of a lot of people. And that's the thing. I know I could go probably do the same thing with paid ads, but I'm trying to do it organically. And then if we wanted to touch on how I come up with numbers, these numbers were because in one of my videos I said I wanted to take 100 people from $0 to $10,000. And I really do. I wanted to take 1 million people to $10,000.
Right.
It wasn't like a lie. It was a marketing tool. But for me, my goal is $10,000 by the end of October with Legendary Marketer. It's doable, so why not do it?
Right. Right. And so what you did is for those of you who are watching that haven't seen his TikTok yet, what you did is you basically set up a chart. And you started at like the end of September, maybe it was like September 27th. And you're like, here's how I want to break it down. I want to make $350 the first week. I want to make $600 or $325 the first week, $650 the second week. And you basically wanted to double it every week, your goal, until by the end of October, you'll hit your $5,000 week or whatever. And that'll be $10,000 in just over a month.
That's right. Yeah.
So is that like go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, can you tell us a little bit about that? Because I thought it was really cool how you broke it down. And I think it's really helpful for people to see that you're setting specific goals and you're hitting your goals. So that's really cool.
So these goals, I would not be like, hey, I want a beginner. These are not the goals I would give them because I want them to be realistic. I would even give a beginner a goal of $200 a month. And the problem I see with anybody coming into online marketing is if you make $200 in your first business of grinding every day and you only make $200, you lose motivation. So, but it's a little bit of money. So month one, you're actually like, okay, this works. You're like, okay, I made $200. You're kind of stoked. And then if your goal was to double, which you probably didn't set a goal. So let's say in month 2, you just so happen to make 400. Well, to you, that's not a lot of money. It's not life-changing. It's going to, you're stressed out. You don't put 2 full months of work in and you only made $400 this month. It doesn't even pay my car now. You know what I'm saying? So the next month, third month in, maybe you make 800. And if you double again, you make 800. That's still not life-changing. That's not paying a house note. It might pay a house note, but for the most part, it's not paying a big house. It's not paying your car notes. Maybe one, it'll pay a car note, but car note, insurance, fuel, no. So it's like the amount of time you put in for the little bit of return, then you just get discouraged. Well, then come month forward, you're like back down to 400, and then you're like, this doesn't work. It's not because you don't see the results. But if you change your mindset to understand, if I make 200, then 400, then 800, then 1600, then 3200, then 6400. Well, by 1 year from now, I am making 10,000 a month. Because the problem is people are trying to chase the $1 million. Mm-hmm. If you learn how to make $10,000, you can make $100,000. So if you could take a year to get to that $10,000 per month mark, then you could leave your job and then you could scale that to the 20, 30, 40,000 per month. I'm not saying you're going to double your income every month, but if you had lower expectations, because literally, who thinks that you could start with a $200 per month income, and if you doubled it every month in 1 year, it is a $10,000 per month income. And that's just the same with if you start a YouTube channel. You monetize at 1,000 subscribers, but you're not going to get paid. But now imagine in 1 year, if you continue pushing out content, you have $10,000 a month or $5,000 or $4,000 a month passive for the rest of your life because you put out content for a year straight. Same thing with affiliate marketing. So I always tell people, even if it was $100 a month, in 1 year, you still have almost a 6-figure a year business. If your first month you only profit 100, but you kept going. So that's how I like to structure. I structured this on a 1 month goal for $10,000 because it's highly attainable. I've seen you do it in a week. So there's no reason I can't do it in a month. And that's my mindset. If you can do it in a week, I understand you. Yep, you got a pipeline. Yep, you have the audience. You can market them or give value over and over and over again. And you've already instilled that and it's built. So it's going to be hard to get it. But it can be like week 2, I'm supposed to hit 650. And I've hit early whenever I did that, I was at 1155 for week 2. So in my mind, whereas if someone makes $0 for the rest of week 2, because I made that on day 1 of week 2,
right?
If someone doesn't continue, if you guys hear my son, I'm sorry.
I think a lot of people in this group have kids. I know I certainly do. They just have to be at school right now.
Shut off. And
if you need to step out for a second, feel free. I'll entertain them. I'll do a little dance or juggle or something like that.
I will in just a second. So but I've already hit 1155. So if week 2, my mentality is I don't want to make any more money for week 2. That's not on my goal. I don't want to jump the gun because if you ride the high too fast, you won't know how to maintain it and you'll lose. Some people come out of the gate and they just get lucky and they and then all of a sudden they quit their job or something and then 3 months down the road they can't make a sale. They don't know what happened. What if TikTok does get banned? Right. So I made my 1155. I surpassed this week's income. So if I make $0, I am still happy. Whereas other people's mentality may go to the whole, they'll be like, well, I haven't made money in 5 days, so it's not going to work. And on that note, I'm going to pass this over to you for a few minutes.
Sounds great. Yeah, just when I see you come back, I'll bring you back into the stream here. Right, take care of your business. So that's really interesting. I mean, as you can see here, Austin's been in the game for a while. He really gets it. He's got a great mindset and great mentality. And if y'all have any questions for him, just go ahead and leave them in the chat and we'll go ahead and, get those over to him, ask him, see what's going on, see what he thinks, get his opinion. But, he brings up an excellent point when he's talking about the mindset, because he said, he wanted to make 325 his first week and he did. And he wanted to make 650 his second week and he did. He made 1,100 in his second week, but this is a mental game. He might not make 1,100 or, He might not double from there the following week. And I think that's where a lot of people can potentially get frustrated. And, I see it even from my mindset. Like, he mentioned that I had a $10,000 week. Okay, great. But guess what? The next week wasn't $10,000. And I got to remind myself, like, I have to be mentally strong enough to understand, okay, let's look at big picture here. Not every week's going to be a banner week. But if you keep going forward, if you keep doing what works, you keep showing up every single day, then you know what's going to happen. You're going to hit your goals. And just like Austin's talking about, which we'll bring him back into the stream here in just a second. You got to look at this as kind of an exponential game. So if you look at this from a content standpoint only, you don't worry about paid ads. But if you're just looking at a content standpoint, yeah, whatever you do on month one probably isn't going to pay you the hourly rate that you want. So if you put in 50 hours worth of work in creating content on month one, you might make $50, and who wants to make $1 an hour? Nobody. But guess what? That 50 hours is going to stay there. The work you did in those 50 hours is a base. And when you keep adding 50 hours and 50 hours and 50 hours, then guess what? By the time you're a year in, you've got 600 hours worth of content. And guess what? 600 hours worth of content gets you over a threshold most people are not willing to go. There's a lot less competition at that point, and that's when you start seeing the growth. Then instead of, I don't want to talk specific numbers, but think about it. Then instead of making $1 an hour, now you're doing another 50 hours worth of work in that week, but maybe you're making $5,000, right? And all of a sudden you're at $100 an hour, and that's just kind of the way it works. And I appreciate that Austin brought that up, because y'all hear me talk so often, and sometimes it's like you're saying the same things, Brian. We're tired of hearing it, but it's nice to see someone else say that as well, so we can all realize, hey, you don't want to be the person who's trying to get rich quick for the next 10 years. So slow and steady definitely wins the race. But anyways, let's bring Austin back into the chat here. Welcome back, buddy. So yeah, I don't know if you can hear me or how much you caught, but yeah, I'm just like, it's so nice to hear someone who's been in the game say some of the same things, where you got to look at it, what's going to happen a year from now. Because as I just mentioned, I don't know if you could hear that, you don't want to be the guy who's trying to get rich quick for the next 10 years, and then all of a sudden you're at zero. Set a goal to quit your job by this time next year. I mean, that's doable, right?
Goals. People try to set these astronomical, and I have a vision board. I have big goals. That way you have something to go for. Otherwise you will never, but like a big goal is quitting a job. Don't put a monetary value on every one of your goals. I understand everybody wants to be a millionaire and people say they don't want to or whatever, but don't make your sole goals, I'm going to make $1 million this year, when you haven't made one. The thing is, most people never actually took the time to make $1,000. So learn how to make the $1,000 and then rinse and repeat the process. Obviously, you'll have to do it on different levels, such as scale, and when you talk about scale, you talk about automating which is like autoresponders, or staffing. And I honestly, I've been doing this for 5 years, and I don't want to I've got friends that have made very, very good money. I have 2 kids. I want to spend time with my family. I want to make my 7 figures a year. I don't need 9 figures a year. I don't need that. To each his own. So that's another thing. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 20. Just do not, they're at the end of the book. I'm comfortable every day with where we're at. So if I don't make this 10, but I make small goals like this. Let's get 10 grand in a month. So as long as I keep small goals, we have a nice life. So that's why I tell people, don't, especially when you first start. And then when you get in the game and you're starting to grow, I do have goals to always scale and hire staff and employ people, and give other people opportunities in helping and coaching. You don't have to coach to make 6-7 figures a year. You don't have to be David Sharp to make 6-7 figures a year, guys. And that's the biggest thing. Everyone's out here they don't think it's possible, and they're like, this guy's got 50 employees and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, I made $1,500 in 8 days by myself on this computer on TikTok. I'm totally organic, to show people you don't have to run ads. You don't have to own inventory. You don't have to go through logistics. You don't have to pay taxes for the China products coming and the tariffs and getting seized and stuff like that. Right. So there's
So, I want to be respectful of your time here. I do appreciate it. But, we can talk about traffic and stuff like that. But when we talk about TikTok, I mean, traffic's not really the problem. Really, I think the problem is getting those views, those eyeballs into buyers. And you've kind of touched on this a little bit about building rapport. Maybe if we could just if you can just give us a few more minutes of your time here, just kind of talk about your philosophy of that, because it's so important. And just kind of what, in your own words, like, how do you build rapport? What's the value and all that good stuff?
The biggest thing is stop trying to sell something. Like, everyone thinks don't like salespeople, but everybody needs salespeople. So there's a gray area there. We need them to persuade us in the correct direction. So to do that is through rapport. Most people don't be like, hey, buy my course, goodbye. If you're like, hey, check out how you can do this, then you check out how you can do this. Like, oh, look, how you can make $1,500. Well, we tell everybody we're promoting Legendary Marketer. We're not literally, you could go type it in. You could go get it yourself. Don't try to hide. Don't be invisible. Literally just be like, hey, look, guys, this is what it is. This is what we're doing. If you click the first link in my bio, we're talking about affiliate marketing. If you don't know what it is, Google it. It's going to tell you get paid commission. And we're talking about it. And we're telling you, and then even in the, if you go watch a YouTube video, people will be like, yeah, you tell people to click the link in your bio. And then we're literally doing it. So it's the same thing, but you build the rapport. And we do that by building that email list and responding to the people that, just because they didn't sign up, I'm not telling you to spam them, telling them to sign up. Do exactly what you're doing. And I told you that in the text, that I'm mirroring what you're doing for the specific program. And you get them, and then you send them emails. I've seen them. You send them emails. Hey, check out this interview. Hey, check out my YouTube channel. Hey, check out my Facebook group. And you're not doing that to pitch them. You're doing that to let them know what there is. You're continually presenting them the offer. In return, you will get paid. That is the business model. But you keep letting them know. You keep getting them, because if you don't get them, somebody else will. So there's no point in you not getting them. So building a rapport to me is the biggest thing. Just all you do is build a relationship. I respond to every DM, and I respond not every comment, because some videos got 30,000 comments for some dumb reason. I couldn't. My account actually got frozen for 24 hours on the first day that I did this challenge. My account got frozen from being able to follow and respond to people directly. I was trying to do it in the message DM box.
Right.
But that right there would probably discourage somebody. They'd be like, okay, I can't do this. And they would quit. So I was like, and that was my first time on TikTok trying to sell something. But I found a way around, just like shutting your Facebook ads account down. But build the rapport, build the audience. And I'm not saying you have to be on your phone all day responding to people. And that's the good thing about email autoresponders. Even if you're not actually directly communicating with them, because our time is money, that's where $20,000 coaching comes in. But email autoresponders, you just keep getting in front of them, and you keep giving value, and you give them value, and there's no harm, no foul. If you just provide value, no harm.
If someone wants to unsubscribe because you're sending them value, good. It saves you some money, right? They're not going to buy anyways at that point.
There you go. And if I can't respond to the comment and you want to get angry about it, and then you want to that's fine too. I'm not. Your money doesn't change my life or the fact that I want to help you. Giving value is the biggest thing you could do in the business of online marketing, because there are plenty of marketers out there that don't give the value.
Right.
Or just that will probably tie into what will differentiate somebody seeing success and doesn't. I honestly can say I feel as though I give enough value. If someone reached out to me, I'm not convincing them to buy. I'm persuading. I'm just helping them convince themselves. So there's a big difference between convincing and persuading. I don't want them to buy if they don't want to buy. So I try to use persuasion over convincing. So
yeah, and that's the thing. By showing them how it's possible, by proving to them it's possible, by giving them the tools or the frameworks, people buy when they believe in themselves. They might follow you when they believe in you, but they'll buy when they believe in themselves.
Bingo.
And it's the thing is, it's not, if you take the approach, it's not if they're going to buy, it's when they're going to buy, right? Keep sending. It might be 2 weeks. It might be 2 months. It might be 2 years, but you know what? If you keep sending value, keep showing the opportunity, eventually, right. And then that kicks into the exponential growth. That's why, hey, if you set your goal for a year from now, guess what? You have all those people who've been following you for 365 days. They're going to be a lot closer to buy than someone who's just meeting you.
That's right, because the typical conversion rate of anything is literally 1.5%. But people think when you promote any product, offer, a software opportunity, and it's your very first time getting in front of somebody, the chances that like literally the percentage is very slim for who's going to convert. And if they don't convert, most people think they're a no. Well, in reality, only 20% of the people that don't convert are a no. The 5% that converted are a yes. You literally have a 75% that are on the fence.
Mm-hmm.
So the way you get them off the fence is you keep throwing stuff at them, and that is emails, that's marketing, that's retargeting ads. That's just part of online marketing. Eventually, you're going to knock them off the fence. One way or the other, they're either going to unsubscribe, which is fine because we don't need to waste our stuff, our time and money with them, or they'll fall onto the right side of the fence where they ultimately purchase. And hopefully change their life. Like that's ultimately the goal. And we'll make money.
Right. Absolutely.
So
well, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like from an outsider who's just kind of recently met you myself, and you're obviously someone who understands it, who gets it, who's doing things the right way. You have the ability to replicate success in the digital marketing space. And I'm hearing a couple of things that I think sometimes go unnoticed is you keep mentioning the human element of it. You're talking about DMs, building rapport and stuff like that. And that's part of it. Like we want to scale with the automated, but there's also a human element to marketing and digital marketing. And B, it's, when I said, hey, Austin, you want to come on an interview? You said, sure, absolutely. Like you didn't think twice about it. You're like, whether you looked at it as an opportunity to help or an opportunity to get your face in front of, the 2,000 people that are in this group or the people on you, whatever it is, you just was like, absolutely, let's do it. And let's go. So yeah. I think that probably, I think that's a great lesson that we can take from you in this. And, so like I said, I want to be respectful of your time. We've been on here for 36 minutes already. I appreciate it. I know we got a ton of value. I mean, I think people just really appreciate your mindset as I'm looking at the comments here. I like the way he thinks was a comment. It's just really refreshing to see the approach that you brought. Is there anything you want to share with us before I let you go back to your life here?
No, I hope I brought value. I know it was kind of it was untraditional. Like we actually haven't had full conversation. Nothing was scripted. I didn't. Yeah. I may have said stuff you didn't want me to say. I don't know.
Hey, we're good. That's the thing. Like, you never know what kind of like switches you're going to flip by having these conversations. We can always do trainings that are A, B, C, and D, but it's these conversations, it's these interactions that sometimes it's just enough to flip the switch where your mindset changes completely, and then you're off to the races.
So that's what I would probably want to leave everybody with is just making sure you do have a mindset switched, like you said, switch it to where you want it. Don't be like I had a conversation last night or this morning with somebody I don't know, but it was in my DMs. I was talking to him, and I said everybody can do it, and his response was, no, everybody cannot be Jeff Bezos. And I was actually like, well, you used the wrong person right there, because in fact, Jeff Bezos' business model is very simple. Everybody could have did that. Not everybody can be Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg, because not everybody has that actual knowledge of what but Jeff Bezos literally just created an opportunity to sell stuff online. Anybody could have did that, which is the exact same thing. So anybody has the ability to attain 6 or even 7 figures. I'm not going to say everybody has the ability to get to 8 or 9 figures, because it takes a different person. It's just literally like somebody who doesn't have time for family and kids, but like it takes a different, but making sure you switch your mindset to understand that you can do it. It is possible. It's proven. It's shown to you. Look at our age difference. I don't know how old you are, but I know I'm 29 and I've been doing this for 5 years.
Right. I'm 40. So yeah, I've been doing it for 8 years. So.
And people are like, am I too young? Am I too old? Like my dad's like, how do you do it? I'm too old. I'm like, dude, you're not too old. Your audience is tailored to you. Me at 29 and my wife or anybody else around my age, we're different people. We will I guess absorb a different audience. It doesn't matter who you are.
And that's the beauty of the algorithms, is literally the right people will find you as long as you're true. Like, it's like they do all the targeting for you if you create content, right? Your audience is going to be different than my audience, but we can both, find a way to turn it into a business by helping other people, right?
Bingo. If you are consistent, you will see results. I'm not saying they'll be fast. I'm not saying they'll be astronomical, but consistency will outweigh anything. Focus, consistency, and just understanding that everybody has an opportunity. Everybody has an audience. Everybody has 1,000 followers. Everybody has 1,000. Like everybody has their people. Like I portray videos different than other people. I know, like you see some of my friends, they flash their vehicle, like their videos are so professional. I do mine in my room. I'm not paying a videographer, like,
Right.
and I can still do very well for myself. So that's the thing. People think they have to. People they get stuck in this analysis paralysis where they have to have the best, or they're continually studying because it's not perfect. I'm like, nothing is perfect, and if you manage to launch something that's perfect, that goes back to my original statement. If you hit the high too fast, you're going to fail because you're not going to know what worked and what didn't. You got to overcome the obstacle so you know what not to do later. So starting small, growing slowly, failing a few times. Like I launched a supplement company, I got sued. I had another trademark issue on another product. It was my first. I was like, hey, let's launch a product. I had a design patent on it. That's what it was. There was a design patent. Then I got sued for a trademark. But it's because I was like, I would try to go all in instead of taking baby steps. But instead of it stopping me, I learned. And now next time when I do it, I do file for my patent. I do file for my trademark. I do. A lot of people. So that's why I say just keep pushing through anything that does come your way. You will have problems. You could literally work a 9 to 5 and be driving to work and get a flat tire. You have problems going to a 9 to 5, but it doesn't stop you from going to your 9 to 5 tomorrow. So why would So why would it stop you from continuing your entrepreneurial journey? Like that's why a lot of people, when they have a problem, when they try to work for themselves, they won't continue past the problem. But if they have a problem at work, they'll still go to work every day. Like, so that I like looking at it that way.
Yeah, that's a great way to look at it because I mean, you got to just keep showing up, and that really is the formula.
And that's the hardest part to honestly show up every day and do it day in and day out and put in the work. That's the biggest thing. A lot of people don't put it. Time blocking, like you see, time blocking is really a thing. Like, hey, from this time to this time, I do this. I respond to DMs. I respond to emails. I build a funnel from this time to this time. From this time to this time, I take my lunch. Like time blocking is very important. I want to say for a beginner because otherwise they'll get sidetracked with their phone. They'll get sidetracked with YouTube. They'll be like, well, just one more video. Well, now I got to go walk my dog because he just feels like he needs a walk because it's nice outside. And then I need to go to the bar. Like, so time blocking, I want to say focus on time blocking. Obstacles are going to come up. Just overcome them. You can see firsthand from people like me and Brian, age doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how long you've been in. He's been in this program, I want to say almost 9 months, maybe 7.
Yeah. So I've been all in on Legendary Marketer for about 7 or 8 months. Yeah. Yep. So
and I've been in for 1 week. So
right. Yeah.
Results and his results are better than mine. I'm not comparing my results to his at all, but I could see that your results are attainable. You've been in 7 or 8 months. And I know Ryan Hildreth has been in for a 1.5 years, 2 years, and you passed him. So now I know that I can catch you and pass him, and I could do it in a shorter period of time or in a time like. So it's nice to be able to see and talk to people, but just keep going. I guess I know I that's nothing. I'm very ADD, so.
Well, it is just so interesting that, I mean, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. We're finding products that are validated. We're finding products that are proven, and we're jumping on and promoting them. And guess what? That's a big part of it.
Yeah. And a lot of people I see, they're like, affiliate marketing is a scam. I'm like, dude, affiliate means you are affiliated with anything in life. So I'm affiliated with, it could be a local restaurant, and then marketing is marketing. It's just a term we use for online marketing. Literally, if someone said, hey, where'd you get your headphones? I'd be like, dude, I'll just send you a link. But me, as an affiliate marketer, I'm going to go to bestbuy.com, scroll to the bottom, become an affiliate, and send them a link to Beats headphones.
Like, make it percentage.
But there was no harm, no foul. And I'm like, that's affiliate marketing is not change. It's literally giving somebody something they want or letting them know that, hey, this, like if you promote Aweber, I promote Active Campaign, somebody's using MailChimp. We're both like, hey, bro, MailChimp's not really a good product. And it's not about promoting getting paid. It's about showing them something they didn't see that is actually way better for them or their business than what they're using. So that's how I look at affiliate marketing. It's really just providing the right opportunity to people that are looking for it. And that's I don't know if I even answered the question because
hey, that's awesome. Well, Austin, thank you so much. I mean, you spent 45 minutes with us. I really do appreciate it. I know you gave us a ton of value. Make sure you follow Austin. We linked to his Facebook group. Is that probably the best way to find you? And
yeah, then TikTok is Austin J Becker. So
Austin J Becker on TikTok. Just search it and you'll find him. I found him. And just follow me because obviously, you're a smart marketer and you get the game. And I think we can all learn a lot from you. I know I learned some stuff today, and it's just nice to see your approach to it. So thank you so much. And if y'all jumped in late, the replay will be available in the group. We'll go ahead and post it on YouTube as well. Make sure you follow Austin. I know I'll be keeping an eye on him, and we'll see y'all very soon. Bye now. Thanks again, Austin.
All right, buddy. Thanks, Brian.